we're looking at the first two lines of the poem, and the question asks, what figures of speech, and explain the meaning. So we're not going to discuss the effect of the imagery or critically comment on. We're not going to those more complex questions. I thought, let's just keep this simple. Name the figures of speech and explain the meaning. Now, in home language, you'd usually get a question that is, discuss the effect of this image in doing something else. It would be a 3-mark question. But what I'm trying to show you is, to answer these more difficult questions, you actually need to do this kind of stuff first as a foundation. So let's do what I've just called this kind of stuff. Okay, figures of speech. So you say there's an image of a journey, there is a metaphor of a journey. Then your eyes have their silence. This is a paradox. How do eyes speak? They can't. So we have 2 figures of speech. Now we have to explain what it means. The experience of loving this woman is described as traveling far beyond any place that the speaker has traveled before, to a place where he isn't very sure of where it is, but in that place he finds this woman, her eyes, that speak to him in silence, that communicate with him without having to speak. So there is a bond between them and a kind of soul-to-soul effect here. Soul to soul. I'm actually quoting Othello, but it's the right idea for this poem. Then the question in a home language paper would be something like, how does the imagery in these lines reflect the speaker's state of mind? And you see, you would then say the journey, he's at peace with it, it's a sense of a risk of going into the unknown, but that he welcomes this experience, he makes himself vulnerable to this experience, he is open to this experience, and that he is responsive to this woman on a very, very intense level. An amazing poem. You need to read it again and again and again to kind of put all the little bits. It's like doing a puzzle. You put the little bits together, and so that you can grasp the poem both intellectually and emotionally.